Hello, and welcome to my Star Wars Battlefront review. Straight away, we will explore the menus and crafting system and see what it has to offer. So first, we're going to go into our loot crate. We have a daily crate. We're going to open this up, see what we get. You will get 3 items at random. You'll see they'll pop out right here. And we have ourselves a gold item. This is very nice for the purposes of testing this review. Or pop open. Well, first off, just see what we got, and we'll go over here. Crafting parts. I'll explain that in more detail later. Come over here, check out this out. Nice gold item, rare. Yeah, we'll check it out, see about equipping it. Yeah, that stuff's pretty good. I don't know. I think I'll play around with that more later. Go back out. But yeah, it's nice. Rare card. And over here, specialist card, stealth. It's nice if you like that class. I'm not a big fan. Again, more on that later. And then here you'll see the different kinds of crates that you can buy straight away with credits. That all will be explained in more detail as to how to actually earn the credits. Basically, you earn the credits by playing the game, and you get so much at the end of the reward. But you can also unlock them in another way, and I will show you that shortly. Here are campaign modes, multiplayer modes, etc. Out here, we're going to see all our classes, things that we can collect. You can go in and edit everything from here. Aerial stuff, we got a gunship, ground vehicle, all the main infantry classes were up top, and so on and so forth. Moving on, this is where our challenges section is, and this is actually how you earn credits. And as you can see, I have rewards to claim here, and so on and so forth. But yeah, you go in here, you do the dumb little objectives, and it gives you credits, and you can buy crates. It's very nice, not having to spend real money. The more real money that you don't have to spend on this game, the better. I'm not a big fan of the loot crate system, and there's other different things that you can do. It's all tracked. Moving on, we have some more objectives that we can do. Arcade mode, you should do these every day. These reset every day, and it's an easy way to get an easy 1,500, I think, credits. That's a loot crate straight away right there. You have your options and controls over here, and the promotion stuff over here. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Back at the home menu. I think I showed it all to you guys. Anyways, moving on. I'm going to show you guys the crafting system. What you want to do is come in here and open up the different ones that you want to craft, and you come in here and you see down here you have these mods, and the mods are different for each one. Auto cooling, night vision, ion shot for this gun. Go over to the assault class, we have ion shot again, night vision. It's the same. Reduce recoil. Oh, that's actually different. But yeah, you can modify the guns a little bit. It's a nice feature. Officer, I've already done some slight modifications to this gun, as you can see. You can reduce your recoil, and you can also do an improved burst. You can have 2 mods equipped at one time. Good to note. Just for the heck of it, specialist. Again, you can see here different mods: burst mode, dual zoom, and ion shot. Anyways, we're going to up the officer gun just a little bit more. This is my favorite class, the one I'm playing the most. It costs you 100 for each modification. You go ahead and do it, and just make sure that you equip it, like so. And that is how you craft something. It's a pretty straightforward system. I enjoy it. I've seen a lot worse. I've seen better. For what it is, as the system currently stands in our beta, it's fine. I'm going to go and touch on that in a little bit more detail down the line. Very concerned with this loot crate thing, and the only way that you can get the scrap for this is through the loot crates. It's a random drop. You are at the mercy of the random drop generator. Anyways, we're going to play some straight game mode here, and I want to show you this because this will show you exactly how long it takes to load into a game. It's actually quite significant. So, about the game itself. As you can see, it has a bit of a loading time. It's fine. But the most important thing, or maybe not the most important thing, but the thing that stands out to me the most about this game, I find it to be very casual. Now that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your style, what kind of gamer you are. As for me, I like something a little bit more of a higher skill ceiling, a little bit more high risk, high reward kind of thing. But I guess we can't have it all. And I have a section of this review dedicated to solutions, and I'm going to go over that in more detail there. Anyways, I think we'll go in as an officer. We have a minute to go here. What else can I talk to you about? Yeah, the game is very casual. It has a high time to kill. If you're in anything outside the heavy class, if you're in more than a 1v1 fight situation, you will probably be losing that fight. No doubt in my mind about that. Yeah, we'll check out some of the classes here. You can see gun stats. You can equip mods from here too, very important. You can do that from the game menu, so you don't have to back out to the main menu. Battlefield, take note. Officer, specialist, and so on and so forth. Officer. That's what we're going to play as. And the game is going to be going here straight away, 10 seconds. So, what exactly does this game offer us in the way of pros? I've divided this review up into two sections. Pros and cons.
We have been charged with retrieving an artifact from the resistance here.
I have to say that it's about equal. For the cons, I am going to offer solutions. I'm not a game developer or an expert by any means, so I could be wrong on all this. And as this is a beta, it is all subject to change. This could all be fixed, or worse, by the time the full game releases, and only time is going to tell on that. Yeah, that's my little ability up there. That's fine. Comes back. I actually have a perk on this character right now that I'm running that allows me to reduce the cooldowns. The cooldowns for some of these things are unbearably long, so anything that speeds them up is fantastic. Anyways, straight away, the pros. What do we have to say? Well, first off, a thing that I'm a big fan of, but it's a standard for any Battlefront game, and it goes without saying, that you can choose between first person and third person, and I know there are fans of both. This game looks phenomenal in first person, however, it does not offer much of a tactical advantage. Therefore, I tend to run it in third person. I put a fair amount of time into both modes. The game looks much better in first person, but you get a much better tactical advantage in third person. I find aiming's a little bit easier, you can peek around corners a little bit better without exposing yourself, and so on and so forth. The next thing that I'm really enjoying, and that I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a big fan of, but it's definitely a good system, would be the crafting system. Even though you are at the mercy of a random loot generator, to get the scraps that you need to craft things, it is a well-implemented system. It seems to be a rewarding system. I hope there are more mods available for the individual guns, and more guns available for each class upon launch to give greater variety. And the star cards that you earn in this are very interesting and are far more detailed and complex than the first Battlefront game. I'm hoping that we can see somewhere you can improve your sprint speed and all sorts of other crazy things that they can do with this. I think I read somewhere they had around 400 star cards, so there's actually quite a bit of possibilities that we could do with this. Another thing that is sort of a pro, but sort of a con, but I threw it into the pros, is our generous loot crate box system, and the credits to buy the crates. As this stands right now, it is extremely generous, and I mean extremely generous, and I almost have to wonder if they're going to change this. This isn't a ploy for just the beta, and they're not going to change this for the full release, because as it is, there is no reason to be buying loot crates. You can earn these things. You get a loot crate every single day just for logging into the game. You get a loot crate for completing objectives. 300 credits, 200 credits, 100 credits. Some of them even give you 1,000 credits. And just for playing the offline game mode, that is again daily credits that you can earn up to 1,100 or 1,500 credits. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is a significant amount. That is a loot crate. That is fantastic. That is what we want to see. We want to be able to earn these things without having to go out and buy them. Again, I do have to stress that there's a good chance that this could be changed by the time the game is fully released, and I have a feeling it will for the worse. But the system as it is, I think, is great. I was very worried about this going in, and my fears have been somewhat put to ease. Next, and these next things, two things actually, go without saying, but as can be expected with any DICE title, you have amazing graphics. They've done it hyper realistic. They look great. No complaints. You have amazing sound design, the guns, the explosions, everything. It sounds great. And finally, the last thing in our pro section is the combat role. I am a huge fan of the combat role, and it is improved over the first game, I think. Although maybe not quite as good as the classic Battlefronts, but that's to be debated and a subject for another time. But yeah, use the combat role. It'll save your bacon. Do note, you can only do 2 of them at a time, and after that it is on a short cooldown. So it's not going to save you from everything, but definitely be utilizing this combat role. Now on to our cons section. And the first one, and the one that sticks out to me the most, is unbalanced classes. I'm surprised that other YouTubers have not been calling attention to this, but in my opinion, the class balance system is broken. You have high health bulls recreating a ridiculously high time to kill. If you're in anything more than a 1v1, you will be losing that gunfight. They do have the advantage, and oftentimes you can walk away from that fight without even getting a single kill. A single kill! And if this was any other game, I'd be wrecking these fools, but because they have such high health pools, and it's so inconsistent if there's 100 health or 200 health person I'm up against, and I don't even get me started on the heroes, if I'm actually going to walk away with that kill or not. There are fixes to this, and I have outlined these fixes, and we will be going over that in my solutions section. Next up, again, this was in the pros. I said it was a pro, said it was a con. But loot crates, the progression system. There is no progression system. That's very disappointing. Any progression system is completely within the loot crates. You're at the mercy of a random number generator, and this is very concerning. I can see them making these rare drops, and for 3 or 4 hours of playing, I've gotten 4 gold drops, which is the rarest you can get. I can see them becoming a lot more rare, harder to get. I don't think that it's just luck that I was having a good drop. I don't think there's any coincidence there. Could be wrong, and I'm going to completely muffle this up. Yeah, I'll do that next time. But yeah, no progression system. As I said, as the system stands now, it is okay, it is a good system, but if it's changed for the worse, as in credits become harder to acquire, and you don't earn as many credits at the end of the round, boxes become more expensive, the drop system itself becomes more rare, that's things to be concerned about, guys. I am concerned. The next thing, and this is calling out to all my Call of Duty friends, but locking DLC guns behind the loot crates, does that sound familiar? Supply drops, anyone? Yeah, we don't want to see that. And they did say that all the DLC for this game would be free, but they didn't. That, I have a feeling, is going to be exclusively for maps and other content of that sort. The DLC guns, I can see those being locked behind a ridiculously high paywall with a rare drop rate, hopefully better than Call of Duty's, and hopefully at a reasonable rate where you can spend, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 playing and get it. I do also have a solution for this, and that will be coming up shortly. Another thing that I don't like, this game has a silly squad system. It is pretty antisocial for being a social experience. There is nothing here that benefits us for a squad system. Nothing at all. It's completely random. Your squad is different every single time that you die. You will not be saying the same players. You will not be playing with your friends, as far as I can tell. I could be wrong, and there could be something coming to this. And if I miss anything on this, please, drop a comment, let me know. But as far as I can tell, the squad system is completely random, and there's high in their tails to tell as to who you can play with friends or not. They need to put in a thing where you can party up, and you're in your buddy's squad. That might be the Battlefield player in me talking, but it's a good system. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe not a squad. I don't know how they could do it. I wasn't a fan of the buddy system in the previous Battlefront, but there's got to be something better than just the randomness. There's no squad party system either. No voice chat in the game itself. And I find this to be very odd for a game releasing in 2017. How is this even a thing? How can you discuss tactics with the randoms? Implying they have a microphone, chances are they don't. But you do get into those lobbies sometimes, and we should have that voice chat for when it does happen. And yeah, I found out the hard way that the maps run out far, and that's okay. Another thing, there's no server select page or no server browser. Again, this is probably the Battlefield player in me, and I have been spoiled by this. But just to be able to choose a server, your favorite servers, or being able to rent a server, any of those good features that we have in Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 3, and to a lesser extent Battlefield 1, this game is a perfect opportunity for this, and I get that you don't really want to be making Battlefield. I do get that. But find something, some way to make it so that there's at least some comprehensive way to join servers and choose your servers. Switch teams if you need to, you know, depending on the social situation with your friends, all that kind of thing. Finally, another con, a much far, oh, I got wrecked. Okay. Another con, the last one that I have, but a far lesser one in my opinion, but something that needs to be mentioned all the same, is lobby balance. Usually it's pretty good. I have been put into some lobbies where it's ridiculously one-sided, and my team is running around, you know, staring into space, while I'm, you know, left trying to carry the team, and I think this video that's actually playing in the background right now is a great example of that. I felt like at a lot of times I was the only one pushing the objective, running inside and, you know, doing things, making plays. Granted, I'm no expert, I'm no pro, but I was trying, and I think we could have won this. We could have won this game if my team had been backing me up just a little bit more, and I'd been backing them up a little bit more, if they were there to back up. But it is what it is. I get that it's random at times, but hopefully they do look at the player skill and try to match that a little bit better. Solutions. Let's get on to the final section of our review, which is the solutions. Most of the problems in this game can be fixed if DICE cares, and I think they do care. It's obvious. They put a lot of time and effort in this game.
The package has been returned.
The game has no respect for a skill gap, as it is. That can be fixed with the following solutions. It can be vastly improved, actually. It can still retain its casual nature while respecting the higher skill of the skill gaps. And the first thing we need to do is fix that health pool. Every non-hero type is locked at 100 health unless boosted by an ability. Remove the 200 and 150 health pools. This allows for faster kills and it rewards smart and aggressive plays. I have lost so many gunfights that I would win in other games just because I wasn't able to kill the other players fast enough. And they had a huge advantage because there was either multiple people shooting me or I had a lower health pool. And I'm looking at you, heavy people. I'm seeing that heavy spammed into the game left and right. We need to mix up the character classes just a little bit so you don't just see the heavies. The next thing that we need to do is we need to buff our weapon damage. Weapons as it is. Actually, this isn't necessarily exclusive to my first solution. This could be a completely separate solution while retaining those high health pools. But either way, I do think that we need to buff the weapon damage. Weapons as they are a hit marking machine. If you're anything more than a 1v1, again, you would be losing in most situations. A random example that I came up with and wrote down here is that you could buff the officer pistol to be a 2-shot chest/head kill in the heavy class and give the recon class 150 health so they are not a 1-shot kill by the officer. And, you know, mix it around with the weapon damage and that stuff like that. But this ridiculously high time to kill it's spoiling my fun, you know. I can't go on the tears. I don't feel like I'm going on the tears like I'm used to going on. And it's messing with me, man. It's really messing with me. But it is what it is. See, again, I'm trying to push these guys that are camping by myself. This guy's gonna be sitting around the corner like a little bitch. I get a kill here, and then he pops out on his one. And then you run into that so often. A perfect example of my 2v1 situation there. Maybe if my aim is better. Maybe I suck. I don't know.
I'll support you.
But I like to think that I don't suck. Finally, another, not really a solution, but a suggestion. Leave the current loot system for crates alone. It is fine as it is. It is a system where people, if they want to spend money, they can spend money, but people that don't want to spend money and earn and progress in this game, it's rewarding and fun. I actually did have a lot of fun, more than I expected with this loot crate system. So, leave it alone. Please, DICE. Please, EA. If you're listening to this, do that. Another thing I had to mention, let players unlock DLC guns, please, with challenges. Don't lock it behind a paywall. Don't put in the random don't put us at the mercy of the random number generators. Add a voice chat. Add a party system. You gotta add a server browser, please, DICE. Anyways, this game is about to wrap up. This is the end of my review. I'm rather new to this, so please leave any feedback in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I hope to see you all in the battlefield and in the battlefront. But that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this game. It's a loss, as you can see. And it is what it is. Thank you very much again for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe.